Alrighty, hi everyone. I wanted to play a little bit with the dip pen that I got from my Jazz's Incredible Inky Box, and so I've been playing around a little bit. I wasn't overly happy at first when I did the unboxing box with how the pen didn't seem to hold the ink very well. It seemed like it ran out really fast. I expected to have to dip quite often, but I didn't expect to have to dip that much. And so I did a little research, did a little YouTube research, and found a YouTube channel that his whole channel is about dip pens, and found out that there's a coating on these pens when they come straight from the factory that you have to burn off. And so I don't know if you can see it there, but now here at the end, let me get one that's not in the pen. But here at the end, see how super shiny it is at the back where I didn't put it through the candle flame. And at the end now it's got a bit of a golden hue to it. That is where I burned off the factory coating, and now they're all working much better. The other thing is I've discovered that I really need to have the right kind of paper. Here is what I was playing with on my regular cardstock that I draw with every day. Look at how the ink just kind of bled everywhere. Let me show you. So if I dip this in here, and it looks good at first, looks beautiful, right? But then as it sits, it starts to feather. And look at that. The more ink I put out, the worse it gets. And so the paper makes a huge difference as to what your design looks like, I have discovered. So that's good to know, because I would hate to start a project on a piece of paper that I really wanted to keep and have it do this on me, unless that's the look I'm going for. I mean, that could be the look I'm going for, but that's not usually the look I'm going for. So this is the Cappuccino Hanamulla sketchbook that came in the kit, and look how beautiful the ink lines look on here. They did not bleed out like that. So I can do lovely like petal rice shapes. They stay where they belong. If I push harder, I get a bit thicker line. I can push hardly any and get a thinner line. And then it runs out of ink, so then you have to just go dip again. It's no big deal. But you got to remember that when you first dip, that first line is going to be a bit thicker than the others. So you have to pay attention to that. So I'm just been playing and goofing off here. So I thought maybe I would draw a little something using this. And then what I did also is I mixed up, it came, the set came with those, excuse me, back you up a little bit, came with those Perlex powders in order to make your own ink. And I thought that was a fascinating idea, right? And so I did mix them up. Let's see if I can figure out what I want to do here, how to show you. I guess I'll do it this way. I have that pen holder that I said I inherited from my mother. She gave it to me, and it's beautiful because my glass pen just kind of fits. I moved it, but it kind of fits across like that if I don't have all of these paints here. But I mixed up, I found these little tiny, super super teeny tiny little jars at the Dollar Tree, and you can see how it has separated. You mix it with the mica powder and the gum arabic and some water, and then you just need to give it a good shake, and it mixes back up again. This is the gray lavender. This is what the pearl white looks like that. This is the rose gold. Really pretty colors. This is gold. The true blue. Look how pretty that one is. That's a pretty blue. Gold. That's like a really bright gold as compared to, you know, like the pink gold or the rose gold. Super russet, which is a sort of a bronzy coppery brown color. And then solar gold, and that is a more of a yellow gold compared to the Aztec gold, which is a more golden gold. Does that make sense? A golden gold. And then there's silver, like that. And they all need to be really mixed up quite a bit. But I was going to pick one and play with it and see how it works with the dip pen, because I really didn't have an opportunity to do that. But there's that antique pen holder, and you can see my pen just sits right there beautifully. It's a lovely statement just sitting on my desk, and I love it. So I'm glad I made that purchase, even if I don't use it very often. I think it's going to just be a beautiful decoration for my room. So I was going to, oh, pardon me for bumping into the microphone. I was going to play with one or two colors perhaps. Let's start with the super russet and see what kind of thing I can make. I really have to shake this up quite a bit though. It's been settling for a while because, yeah, it's been a month, let me tell you. But anyway, we'll save that story for another day. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so there it is in the little pot, all mixed up. And let's just take a play, a dabble here, and like Jazza says, first you dabble and then you dive. Well, I'm just going to dabble. It doesn't last as long in the pen as the black. That's good to know. Got to dip more frequently. Okay. Oh, you're kind of far away now. You can't really see what I'm doing. It's a pretty color though, isn't it? And I don't have any pattern or any direction that I was going in. I just thought I would play. That's really pretty. Do you want to try another color as well? Sure, let's add. Oh, bad idea. I just splattered myself. Hang on. Paper towel. Got to have a lot of blotting materials when you're working with the dip pens though. It's completely different thought process and working process as with the regular pens. So, you know, it's going to take me it's going to have a little bit of a learning curve here. Let's add some. Come on. Some of this Aztec gold. Dip more frequently. Got quite a puddle there in the middle that I'm not too particularly fond of, but that's pretty. Let me add another color. I guess I'm just gonna, have to remember not to clink my pen on other items. That's not a good idea. But each time I switch colors here, I'm gonna have to stop and put my lids back on so I don't spill anything, because that would be just what I do. Shall I go with a gray lavender? That would kind of weird. Blue, no, that doesn't go in my color scheme here. How about my pink gold? Let's stick with the kind of goldy colors. Make sure it's all mixed up there. Clean off my nib. Okay, let's try again. You guys can't see when I'm dipping. Let me zoom out just a smidge. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's a very subtle color. I expected it to be a bit brighter than that. Very pretty. Oop. I have a bubble. What do you do with a bubble of ink? Can you blot it? Let me try. Hope you didn't come here for some sort of tutorial, because all I'm doing is playing with my new art supply. And, oh yes, you can. Playing with my new art supply. So I don't have a plan, I don't have a pattern, I am just playing. Oop. This pink one is a bit fiddly. That's good to know. I'm wondering if it works well on black paper. Now I know that I need a different kind of paper, so I'm not sure that my black will work, but you know what? I'm going to try it, because why not? Let's try it with this pink gold. Oh, that's different. That did not come out as bright as I expected. It's made a puddle in the middle here. I don't want that. But it's pretty, and it's not feathering like the black did on the white paper. Let's try a different color. This might not be the best color on black. Let's try that solar gold again. Did I do solar gold? Oh no, I did Aztec gold. Let's try the solar gold. That's a brighter gold. Hopefully that'll come out better. Because maybe I could do a drawing with my white pen and then accent it with the gold. Or maybe not. There it goes. Am I not getting enough on my pen? There we go. You got to really dip in there good. Get enough of that mica powder in there. But I might be able to do that. I might be able to use this to enhance some of my drawings that I draw on black paper with the white pen. It just seems to be a little bit fiddly. But it's very pretty. I don't know if you guys can really see that. I'm just grateful that I had the opportunity to purchase this box. I know that they, I believe, are sold out. So, they're not available anymore, and I apologize for not getting my videos out sooner about this box that I bought, because I just, it's been a month. It's been a month. I do like that. That's gorgeous. Let's try it with some silver too. I think silver and gold would be the best on the black. Well, I could just try all the other colors as well, right? What the heck? Now we know pink gold isn't the best on black. Let's try the super russet, because that looked good in the cappuccino notebook. Oh, that works good. That looks better than the rose gold. Oh yeah. See? Got a kind of a reddish. That's beautiful. Okay. Next, rinse out my pen a little bit. Although there's not much, once you're done drawing, there's not a whole lot of ink left in your pen. Let's try the Aztec gold. Pretty sure all the golds will have enough of the mica, well, although the rose gold really didn't. It was not feeling the black paper. Get myself a nice dip in there, and let's do some spirals in here. This is the Aztec gold. Careful not to leave a big blob on the underside of your nib so you don't get a boober when you start drawing. Oop, lost my ink. Let's try again. Okay. Aztec gold works really good. Happy with that. Next, gray lavender. Should I go back? Let's do the other gold one. pink gold. No, rose gold. We did pink gold already. Let's do the rose gold. Maybe the rose gold will be better than the pink gold. Pink gold didn't really seem to have much color. Yeah, this one's doing the same thing the pink gold did. It doesn't really have a whole lot of color unless you put a lot on. I can get a lot on there. I just have to go really thick with it and dip quite often. Nope, not enough. That one needs a lot of ink. And then you also have to remember not to stick your hands in it. So turning my paper is very important, even more important than normal. That one got a little bit carried away. Wonder if I can blot some of that up. Just a little bit. Okay. It's pretty though. Okay. Let's tip that into the light so you guys can see all of those. It's the difference in colors are very subtle. This will be beautiful to accent, like if I'm sending greeting cards or something, to just accent just little bits and pieces. That will be absolutely stunning. Okay, so where should we go next? Let's go with the blue, because I'm not sure the blue will show up on the black hardly at all. Don't really know what I'm doing here. I may not like the pattern I've got after I'm done, but this kind of reminds me of New Year's Eve with a drinking glass in each corner. A little bit. The blue comes out good. Except for my little puddle in the corner. Let's see if we can't drink that up a little. Change my piece of paper towel to a clean spot. Looky there. Much better. Okay, so note to self, have paper towel ready to soak up stuff. Now I know why, back in the day they had blotting papers and ink blotters and blotting. Lots of blotting. I can see how, can you imagine doing bookkeeping with a dip pen? How long and tedious that would be, or writing a manuscript. All those books back in the day before printing presses were all written by hand with a pen or a quill like this. That's amazing. I'm going to go lavender next. I mixed the silver, but I changed my mind. I think I'm going to go lavender next. Okay. We're going to go inside here. And I'm going to fill it in. See what it looks like to fill in an area. That worked really well. The ink seems to, want to gather to itself. So as I did this, it kind of pulled itself into the middle. That's cool. Now there were a lot of other supplies in that inky box. There was the alcohol inks and the 3 primary acrylic inks. I think they were acrylic inks. Whatever these ones are. Let me reach them. Oy. Watercolor inks, graphic watercolor inks. I'm not going to play with those today, I don't think, because this is already a long enough video. One art supply at a time. I'm not going to do them right away because I have other videos to record. I'm behind on what I want to have done on my channel, so I'm going to get those done first, and then I can play with the other art supplies and see what they do. Okay, so that's the lavender. Now we've got silver and white. Now obviously the white's going to be awesome. I'm sure the silver will be too. Let me blow on this a little bit. The blue's dry, but that purple, that was pretty thick. And I think this little bit of red right there is still wet as well. Let's do here. Kind of a fat one. Oh, that's beautiful. Such a pretty color. So silvery, which I guess makes sense since it's called silver, but it just looks so metallic when it's wet. I imagine that it won't look like that quite as much when it's dry, but and here I've gone all quiet on you because I'm having so much fun. And you will note I'm not doing any particular pattern. I'm just doing something similar in each area. When I decide to put down a color, it's like, well, let's do the same thing in all the sides. But it's not really a specific pattern. That's interesting. It's sort of going black in the middle. Can you see that? As it's drying, some of them are going, I don't know if that's the mica is floating on top or that's sinking down and it's just underneath all the wet fluid and I just can't see it. Let's see what happens when it dries. That's interesting. And then we're going to have one more. We're going to have the white. Where am I going to put white? I don't know. We'll just put more spirals. I like the spirals. I think they're fun. Oh yeah, that white's white. Nice and bright. Just what I expected out of it. Beautiful. Need some dots. More party dots. Telling you. Didn't get to really celebrate New Year's Eve like a normal year, obviously, since nobody else did either, I'm sure. So I think we were in bed by like 9 o'clock. It was an early evening. I had to go to work early the next day, so I think. No, I didn't. Now that I remember, refresh my recollection. We got up the following day and started. Yeah, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day we started working on redecorating. New Year's Day we started redecorating our bathroom. Not remodeling, just redecorating. A little bit of lick of paint, a little bit of flooring. Nothing exciting. I'm waiting for that silver to dry to see what it does where it's black. And I think I need stems on my little blue glasses. They look like champagne glasses that are impossible to hold because you can't put them down. Let's go ahead and make a blue bit here. Boy, that paint doesn't take long to settle down there at the bottom though. I didn't get hardly any mica. I got lots of liquid. I may have to, what do I do with my little blotter piece of tissue? I've already lost it. It's probably on the floor. Let me blot these and put some more actual mica in there, because I think those are just not going to dry with any color because I didn't mix up. I didn't stir to the bottom. Let's try that again. Oh, that's better. I can tell that's going to have. There we go. Better. Now my little glasses have stems on them. All right, I think this is a good trial. Good test. Black paper is awesome for this stuff. The sketchbook is good for both the black pen and the colored pens, the colored inks. And regular cardstock, white, doesn't work. Bleeds like a heck. Although I didn't test to see if the oh, that's what I didn't test. Let me test that real quick before I finish off. Let's see if the pigment powder stuff, the mica powders, bleed, or if it's just the black ink that bleeds on the cardstock, because that will make a difference as to what I might decide to use in the future while embellishing my work. Sure I get lots of it on here because the big amount was what really showed that it was bleeding. Ooh, it looks like it maybe isn't going to bleed. You have to dip it quite frequently, but I don't think it's gonna bleed. Ooh, hurrah, hurrah. Alrighty then. So now I know. Oops, what happened to my... Oh, my paper towel has fallen to the floor. Pardon me. I'll clean my nib. So now I know that if I want to embellish with some metallics on the top of a finished piece, I can do that because it's not going to bleed. So before I'm done, should I embellish something I've already done? Let's see. Where's there a small one that I could embellish in my finished stack here? What would I like to embellish? Let's embellish. Let's embellish this one with a little bit of silver. Shall we? Or how about this one? Oh, the bookmark, even better. Let's do the bookmark. And let's do the bookmark with some... Let's try the pink gold, because the pink gold didn't show up on the black paper hardly at all. But, and then if you wanted to see me do this particular video, it was called Braco-Line. Just look that one up. But I'm going to embellish it with some pink gold. See what that does. What the heck? It's working. It could be the paper, or it could just be this one color that's just doesn't seem to be working as well as the others. But it could just be this color is just very thin. I might have not mixed it properly. The ratio for the powders was 1 part gum arabic to 4 parts mica powder, and then some water. But it didn't tell you how much water. So I may have made this. I know I had the gum arabic and the mica powder ratios correct, but I may have made it too thin. I might have put too much water in. That's a very distinct possibility. Now I've gone all quiet on you, huh? Just concentrating. Thinking and concentrating. All right. Well, I like the pink color on this tile though. That looks nice. Make sure my nib is clean. Don't put it away dirty, or you will have problems in the future. All right, that worked. It did not bleed. I just think that maybe this particular color, I might have mixed too much water in there but it's there. It's shiny. I like it. All right. That's enough play for today. I have other business to attend to. This silver has not quite dried, but it's really weird why those few spots ended up with like a black spot. That one's dry, and it still ended up with like a black spot. Curious. Oh well. Don't put my finger in that one. That one's still wet. Anyways, that looks beautiful. I like it. I had fun. I didn't sign it. Somebody was yelling at me, "You didn't sign your work." I can hear you. Let me get a little ink here and sign it. I'll sign it in this corner. Ooh, signing is hard. There, close enough. Doesn't have a name. It's just playtime. But now I've signed it. I will see you guys on whatever next video it is that I post. I haven't got a clue as to where in the rotation this is going to end up. Sometime after I post the one for my unboxing of the incredible Inky box. But I don't know when that's going to be. So you guys have a great day. I will see you on a future video. And go out and do something nice for someone today and help the world be a better place. See you later. Bye-bye.